Welcome back to the Nook Nation podcast. I'm host Bret Inman, joined by Chinooks pitcher and two-way player Talan Kelly. Talan, you're originally from Santa Clara, Utah. I'll let you tell the rest, where you started college and where you're headed.
I'm from Santa Clara, Utah, born and raised there. I went to Snow Canyon High School, 2024 graduate, and then my junior year, I committed to Utah Tech University. Was there for the year of 2025 to 2026, and then stayed there again for,
24 to
25, then 25 to 26. Yep. And then I just entered the transfer portal, and then I just committed to Utah Valley University.
So do you have some kind of love for Utah?
Yeah, I mean, Utah's a beautiful place. Utah's legit. I've obviously grown up there. I know a ton of people in Utah. Some of the greatest people on the planet are from Utah. It's a beautiful state, mountains everywhere. So the first school that I went to, Utah Tech, it was like 20 minutes from my house.
Okay.
So I lived in the dorms my freshman year. It was awesome. I lived with like 5 of my teammates. We're best friends.
It's fun.
Love them. They're all still playing. And then my sophomore year, I lived at home, which was, I mean, it was good. My parents were great and everything, but it's good to be out the house,
sure.
You know, but, and then Utah Valley is 4 hours north, so it's in Orem/Provo, Utah, and I love it too. I have a bunch of family up there and stuff, so I'm still gonna get to go to like family dinners here and there.
For sure.
So yeah, it's gonna be super sweet. I'm excited.
So then making the move up here to Wisconsin and planning for a summer, what's that been like for you?
Honestly, I love Wisconsin. It's super sweet. So one of my coaches, Jake Schultz, he coached at Wausau last year, and so he was like, dude, I got this team out there, they're freaking legit, it's a good place to be. I was like, yeah, send me out there, like, let's do it, just kind of take a shot. And my host, so my first baseman at Utah Tech, he's actually like a family friend of my host family. So our second baseman, Jake Altman, we literally just live with his dad. So his dad grew up in the house that we live in, and so we just lived there. And like literally I got off the plane, we went to like a pizza bar like 30 minutes after I got off the flight, and like I was just having a conversation with 3 random people like 35 minutes into being in Milwaukee. I freaking love it. Everybody's super nice. It's legit. So, and it's a beautiful state. Like, it's super green. I mean, Utah's super green, but like this place is super, super green. It's crazy.
Yeah, you talk about meeting those people and just getting close with them. How's that experience been, just meeting all the guys and becoming so close so fast?
It's been so good. I think definitely you play a lot of games in the season. You play 54 games, but like, dude, when you come out here, like in the Northwoods, you play every freaking day, you know? So It's like you have no choice but to get close to those guys that you're with every day. If you don't, it's going to be a brutal like experience for you. I mean, literally like 5 days in, me and Jake, and then my host that day, we were literally talking. We're like, dude, like it's crazy that we've only known each other for 5 days. Like, it feels so close. We'll have a barbecue and then like just sit out by the fire and just talk at night, and it's just a super cool experience. And I love all the guys on the team. Everybody's super cool. Couple of guys have already gone home, missed them, but like it's crazy how close you get fast in summer ball.
You played baseball and football in high school. Anything else, or was it just those two?
Just those two.
Okay, when did you realize that baseball was your favorite sport? If it is.
So I don't really know what's my favorite sport and what's not. I've always had a plan. Like, I've told my parents since I was 8 years old that I was going to go to a D1, and they were going to have to pay for my schooling.
Yeah.
Everything. So I knew I always wanted to go for baseball. I remember getting checked out of class in 3rd grade, going to my freaking games, just feeling like the man, you know. But, so my whole life has just been I want to go play college baseball. I want to get drafted. I want to go to the MLB. But I picked up football in 4th grade, and I loved it. I met so many new friends from in football. Played football all the way up from 4th grade to my senior year of high school. I was a fat kid when I was younger, so I played offensive line until I was a freshman, and then I switched to quarterback. So, but yeah, I think I miss football a lot, but I think it's because I don't play it. But right. I think I like baseball more.
Was there ever a point where you thought football was maybe an option playing college football, or no?
Where I'm from in St. George, you don't really get that opportunity a lot, especially for football. I mean, there's a lot of small guys, a ton of talented kids, but I committed pretty early for baseball, so I never pursued it.
Right.
I think if I tried, I could have maybe went like JUCO or something.
Sure.
Nothing super big.
Yeah. When I was talking to you pregame the other day, you said you were excited to face a good team like Wausau. Like, what's that say about your competitiveness, and have you always been super competitive?
Yeah, always. I'm competitive in literally everything. Like if it's a board game, if it's a race, even if I know I'll lose the race, like I'm super competitive. I want to win at all
Bet
times.
on yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. When I was younger, like, dude, I'd play board games with my family, and I would literally cheat to win. Like it didn't matter. I was trying to win. But yeah, like super competitive. It was super cool to like play that Wausau team, especially the first outing that I had against them. It was kind of a rough outing. It was, like everybody knew they're good. Like they swing it, they don't strike out, like they're studs. So I was super excited to get the start. I haven't started a lot in the last couple of years, so I was excited to get the start and kind of see like what I could do against them. It was super cool. I was super excited to play them.
So you talked about like the hatred of losing. There's the hatred of losing and then the joy of winning. Which one is greater for you? Do you hate losing more than you enjoy winning?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I feel like, I mean, it goes both ways, obviously, but I feel like I hate losing way more than I love winning. Because like, I mean, to lose, it's like a gut-wrenching feeling where, like, to win, like, it's a really good feeling, but it only lasts so long. Like, I mean, like, in the box, like, if you strike out on a pitch that was literally on a tee for you that you could have hit and you watched it, you don't know why you watched it, you literally think about that pitch for the next, like, 2 weeks. Like, where, like, if you hit a home run, you forget about it in, like, 3 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. That's a good point. If you and I played cornhole and I beat you, how long would that stick with you?
Probably wouldn't beat me, but I don't know. Cornhole, I've learned how to lose, I guess, because baseball is a game of failure.
For sure.
But I think I'd forget about it the next day, but I definitely want a rematch.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure. What's something that motivates you every day to come to the yard and give it your all?
Dude, I've been doing it for so long. Like, it's just, like, sometimes you just have to think back to, like, I mean, I told you earlier, like, I told my parents I'm going to go play D1 baseball. They're not going to have to pay for my school. Since I've done it forever, like, I owe it to myself now because I'm at the place where I wanted to be my whole life to just continue to, like, grind every day, day in and day out. Also, like, you're around so many people that, like, are doing the same thing as you, chasing that same dream and same goal. That they push you as well. You know what I mean? So it's like you kind of have to take it day by day, going back to like the competitiveness and like not wanting to lose. Like those guys push you and you push them, so you guys all get better at the same time.
For sure. You've mentioned the goal of playing pro ball, getting drafted and stuff like that. When did that become a dream?
Dude, I've told my parents that for so long. Like I'd go to my like school teachers would ask me what do I want to be when I grow up, and I'd just say an MLB baseball player. Like, I want to play pro baseball. I remember in 8th grade, me and my mom, we went into like my counselors because you're like about to go into high school. We went into my counselors and they were like, hey, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And like me and my mom talked about it the night before. She was like, you need to have something other than like say pro baseball. Right. And I was like, yeah, I will for sure. We show up and I was like pro baseball player. Like, so I feel like that's every kid's dream. If you're playing D1 baseball or even college baseball, any level, like, your dream is to go play pro. For sure. Otherwise, you're just wasting time.
For sure. So what do you study?
I study business management. I think that I would like to start my own business at some point.
Yeah.
I think that that's a really good thing, and I don't really want to work under somebody else.
For sure.
So, yeah.
What do you think needs to happen between now and next draft for you to put yourself in that position?
Absolutely. I think that I just transferred, obviously. I just mentioned that, but I think that development there, and like I think I need to get my velo up a little bit. Right now I'm like 90 to 93. I think that if I could sit like 92, 93, touch a 4 or 5 for sure, I think that'll put my velo in a really good spot. And then also just understand like it's possible, but at the same time, like you gotta work for it every day. Like there's no days off. Genuinely, like you gotta keep your head straight in this sport or else you'll always lose. But just grind day in and day out and just manifestation. I'm a really big believer in manifestation. Like, believe that you can do it and you will. You know what I mean? I read this book in the season, actually, this last season. It's called The Secret.
Okay.
It literally talks about manifestation the whole time. Like, talking about just putting in, like, good gratitude, like, having a good attitude about everything. And, like, what you put in, you'll get out.
Are you a big fan of visualization at all?
Huge. Like, I think a lot of times, like, even like little, like I'll be on the mound and I like visualize a pitch before I even throw the pitch. You know what I mean?
For sure.
You visualize a strikeout or a swing and a miss, something like that before you even throw it.
The game's so mental, and I think that's what separates the good from the great. And that's something that I was going to ask you is how much of your journey has been physical versus being mental?
I feel like you don't really pick up on the mental side of baseball until about like high school.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're younger, I feel like your skill and like how bad you actually like want to be there, I feel like that takes you through a lot. I mean, you hear it all the time, like talent beats skill until talent fails to work hard.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I said that right, but
It's a Kobe quote, I think.
yeah, exactly. Like, and like, I mean, take Kobe, right? Like he talks about it all the time. Like he's up at 4 a.m. We're like grinding, but like he's probably one of the most talented people you've ever met in your life.
Yeah.
You never met him, but like, you know what I mean? If you did. But yeah, like talent can only take you so far. It gets to a point where it's like you have to grind, and that grind doesn't really start until like high school, I would say, like until pitchers actually start throwing like nasty sliders.
Right.
And like it's not okay, I can only hit a fastball, you know what I mean? So the mental part definitely picks up towards high school, especially in college. College is way different. It's a business. Like if you're not performing, there's somebody else that was the dude at their high school that is willing to perform and willing to be that guy.
Every guy there was the guy in high school.
Exactly.
So your high school journey, that takes me into that point. You won a couple state championships, is that right?
I did. I won 2 state championships.
Take me through what that was like and some of your favorite memories from that time.
So I won in my freshman year. I didn't get a lick of the playing time. I didn't play at all as a freshman. I mean, that would have been rare. We actually did as a kid, but yeah, so I didn't play at all, but it was like such a cool experience. We won it at Salt Lake Community College. I just remember being in the dugout. Like, it was so crazy. Those guys, like a lot of them went to go, pretty much every one of them went to go play D1 baseball at some point. Or at least they all could have. And like, it was just cool to be like in that winning like culture like that they set for us. My sophomore year, we went back and we lost it. I actually started that game. That was at Utah Tech. I started that game on the mound on Saturday. We lost that year. That was tough. My junior year, I started the game on Saturday again, and we lost that one. And then my senior year, went back to Salt Lake Community College, and it was like, what a group of guys it was, because we'd been playing together since we were like 8 years old.
Yeah.
And the team that we faced was like our rivals from like 8U. And we literally
awesome.
Like we played all the way up. We ended up winning. We took the first 2 games. I closed the game on the mound. So like it was kind of like a little get back. It was sweet.
Yeah.
But like the high school I went to was Snow Canyon High School, and it literally was just a winning culture. Like you expect to win. Like that's just how it was. It was like you go on the field and you expect to win going to Snow Canyon. Especially like our coach there, he was a freaking legit coach. He played at Texas. He played for the Pirates organization. Like, and then my pitching coach there, he played in the bigs. His name's Brandon Line. He played in the bigs for like 14 years. Like, it was a super legit program.
What goes into that culture? Is it the leaders? Is it the seniors? Or is it everybody holding each other accountable?
I feel like in high school, a lot of it's like the seniors kind of set the tone, I guess,
Sure.
and the leadership of that. It's kind of weird that like, I felt like my freshman year, like the seniors, like they were super good to us, but at the same time, they were a little bit more like seniority heavy.
Sure.
Like, you know what I mean? Kind of like that, where like my senior year, dude, everybody was like equal. Like It didn't matter whether you were a freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior, like you got treated the same. Definitely leadership. I feel like once you get into college, it's more of like everybody's kind of the same. I mean, you're playing with guys that are 20 to 25 years old. So it's like you're all grown adults. Like you're not going to like seniority me.
For sure. For sure. What has that taught you going into college to maybe be a leader yourself or kind of realize what it takes to win at the college level?
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like I've been a leader like my entire life. Like just always on the field, like bringing energy that builds and like brings up your entire team so that you guys can win a ball game. When I'm on the mound, I like to work quick. I like to keep everybody like in the game at times. But yeah, absolutely. Like going into college, like you obviously always want to be a leader. But yeah, like if you're not a leader, that's totally fine. Fall into place and find your place on that team. You know what I mean? Like everybody has a job to do.
Yep. doesn't matter how much you're playing. I think that everybody has a role.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Absolutely.
We'll talk pitching a little bit. How would you describe yourself as a pitcher? You mentioned working fast, and that's something I've noticed about you. How has that helped you, and what are some other things that make you a good pitcher?
I work fast. I feel like I don't let a lot of things like get in between my ears. You know what I mean? Like when I'm on the mound, I kind of just have like a bulldog mindset of like, screw you. Like I'm going to come attack you no matter what. Like I don't care who you are. Like you can't beat me. And that goes back to like the competitiveness, but, just taking it a pitch at a time. My freshman year of college, I got a little bit like yipped up. I kind of had a rough year, threw a lot of balls. But like coming back, going into my sophomore year, it was like, dude, like if you're lucky, you can only play for 4 more years. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, you might as well just go give it everything you have. Take it a pitch at a time. I think I did that a lot this year, was literally take it a pitch at a time. Like, I mean, realistically, you have 5 pitches in that bat. You know what I mean? To either strike him out or walk him. So, yeah, I mean, you got to go take it 1 pitch at a time, and that 0-0 pitch is a very important pitch to go get, and taking it 1 pitch at a time helps you get that.
Is that your main focus, is pitch number 1?
Yeah, absolutely. That sets the tone. I mean, like you mentioned, like I'm a two-way, like I hit too. So it's like when that first pitch, I mean, like as a hitter, I'm going after the first pitch as well. Yeah. 0-0, like I'm like, they want to throw a strike. Yeah. Why would I let them throw a strike to this? Like they're going to just kind of like throw like a get me over, you know what I mean? Throw that thing down the middle. Yeah. Like go get it. The odds of them, I mean, like we do scouting reports and stuff. I'd ask my coach, I'm like, what's their first pitch swing percentage? Like if it's lower than 30, I'm throwing every pitch down the middle. Like, yeah. I don't care. Just get ahead. 0-1. Like
it's also really hard to hit, and a lot of times they'll get themselves out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's the thing is like, and that's another thing. My freshman year, I was just giving hitters too much credit. Like that's the hardest thing to do in sports is hit a baseball. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like if you could throw a pitch down the middle to a D1 player and they're not going to hit it over the fence 10 times. They'd be lucky to get a hit 3 out of 10 times. Right. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So, yeah.
So in the Northwoods League, we talked about your experience a little bit, but what's been working for you and what have you learned about yourself in the few weeks of the season so far?
So in college, I was a reliever. I come out here and I have kind of been like moved to a starter. When I go back to UVU, I'm going to try to start. But I feel like that's been the biggest thing for me, like growth wise, is just learning the difference from like a reliever to a starter. You can't just like go out and give it everything you have in 1 inning. You have to kind of like make it longer. You have to hold yourself so that you can still be throwing the same velo, the same effort and everything in the 5th, 6th inning. You know what I mean? So I think like my last outing, I just started throwing my slider, I think a little bit too much. That's kind of like my put out pitch. I'd say that's my best pitch. So I think that like, I threw that to the first guy twice. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like everybody, I mean, he comes back, he rolled over to shortstop, I think it was, got him out. He comes back and he's like, hey, slider. And I see that and then throw it to the next guy and he gets a hit through the 3-4 hole. Like, right. He just sits on it. So I think that also like learning, being in the game longer, like knowing that I'm going for 4 to 6 innings, 5 to 7 innings, like I have time to learn and like kind of feel it out. When I pitched against Fond du Lac the other week, like my first inning, I kind of got in a little bit of a jam. My cutter was it had a lot of depth on it. It was kind of dropping instead of going horizontally like it usually does. And I was just like, I'm yanking it, like I got to stop. But it's like you have more innings to figure that out. Where like in the relieving standpoint, you don't. Like if you walk the first 2 kids or 2 hits, you're gone. Yeah. You know, so definitely learning from that aspect, and just like it's hard to go and like conserve energy. I'm not going to lie, like, because you just want to go and give it your all every inning. But
yeah, there goes the flag for those of you on YouTube, but that's all right. What's the difference in your mindset in the dugout when you're a reliever and you might have 1 inning? I don't know if you guys were in the bullpen or whatever. Yeah. When you're down there, it's a different mindset than it is when you're pitching and you're going back out for another inning. What have you learned about that mindset?
In the bullpen, like when I'm warming up to go out and I know I have 1 inning, like I'm closing a game out, it's kind of more just like, screw you. Like, honestly, it's like I'm going right after you, which that's the same mindset as a starter, or at least when I start. But like, I'm going to go up there and everything I throw, I'm going to throw it as hard as I can. Like, yeah, I got 3 pitches that are going to beat you every time. and that's my mindset. Like, I don't care what you do with it. If you hit it, like, good for you. I'm gonna go get the next guy. You know what I mean? Where like, as a starter, like I said, like, you gotta conserve energy. You can't go out there and just like blow everything on the first inning. You know what I mean? It's like adrenaline. You have so much adrenaline, like closing a game out, that like a lot of the relievers are throwing so freaking hard nowadays. And I guess there's like Miz now is like starters that just pumping like 105, but like as a reliever, you come into the game and you're giving it everything you got, because you got hopefully 3 batters and you're done.
Right.
Whereas a starter, you don't know. I mean, you're trying to go get all the batters the entire game. You're trying to go get 27 outs. You know what I mean? So,
when it comes to the Chinooks, what has impressed you most about this team, whether it's on offense or defense or from the pitching side, whatever it is? What's impressed you most about this squad?
Dude, I think we have such a good culture. Like, everybody loves everybody in the dugout. We've been here for 2.5 weeks. Like, everybody loves everybody. Everybody grinds, honestly. Like, we're not a team. I mean, we don't play at a ballpark that you're just going to put the ball out every game. Like, I mean, there hasn't been a lot of pumps here against us or for us. Like, but, like, it's a gritty team. We get up, we grind, and we pick each other up. I think that's the biggest thing is, like, if a guy's not having his best stuff that day and he gets yanked early, the next guy's going to go in and just shove for him. You know what I mean? Or, like, if somebody strikes out, the next guy's going to go and pick him up. He's going to do his job for him. You know what I mean? So I think that the culture and just like how much respect we have for each other is a huge thing.
Who's one teammate that Chinooks fans should know more about? Be on the lookout for. Little shout out.
That's a good one. And dude, that's actually really hard. Okay, I'm going to go.
You can pick a couple if you want to.
Okay. First of all, my roommate, Jake Altman.
Yep.
Dude's quiet. He goes to NKU, Northern Kentucky. Dude is a stud. Like, probably one of the coolest dudes I've ever met in my life. Like, awesome. I'm so grateful to live with him and live with his dad. Like, he's just a grinder, dude. Yeah. Like, he's not a guy that's going to freaking, like, hit a ball over the fence every time. He's a guy that's, like, not going to strike out. He has gritty at-bats.
Yeah.
But he wants to be there. He's always got his freaking smile on his face.
Yeah.
Like, it's super cool. I'd say another guy is probably Xander Bretza.
Yeah.
He's like our closer. Again, like, he's kind of quiet too. He goes to Ball State, but he's a grinder. He gets on the mound. He has a bulldog mindset, and he goes and freaking gets it done. Like, it's freaking legit.
Love it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say those are the 2 main guys that are, like, quiet, that don't really get a lot of, like, recognition.
Sure.
They're freaking grinders.
That's awesome. Last thing before we get into trivia, I'll ask this to everybody throughout the summer, but right now, what does it mean to you to be part of Nook Nation?
It means a lot, dude. Like, just being out here and, like, being accepted by these fans, like, it's so cool to get out there and get on the bump. And, like, one thing that I didn't know about coming out of summer ball is a beer batter. And, dude, that is legit. Like, they pick one guy in the order to strike out every time, and every time he strikes out, it's like half price beer for the rest of that inning. Yeah. And it's so legit. Like, I struck a guy out against Fond du Lac, and I come off the mound, everybody's hyped because it was the beer bag. Like,
yeah.
It's freaking sweet. But also, like, I mean, yesterday we had the Make-A-Wish kids come out, right?
Yeah.
And it's like just seeing them all be out here, like, with a big smile on their face, just excited to see us and talk to us. Like, you don't get that feeling everywhere. Right. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people take it for granted, and, like, you can't. Like, you come out here, like, we get done with games and kids are lined up. I see the same kids, like, every time. They're just waiting for our autograph. They're, like, rushing to get a ball. People, like, kids are coming to ask our coaches for balls. Like,
yeah.
And it's always happens to be at the worst time possible, and they ask, but it's like it's so cool to just be a part of it, and the fans care as much as they do, and, like, you guys and the interns, everybody, like, they care so much about us, and, like, to have the field ready and do our laundry, like, it's so sweet. It's really cool to be a part of.
That's awesome. All right, we'll get into the trivia to wrap it up. There's 6 total points you can get. I first owe an apology to Coach Brian Gregory. He was on last episode.
Okay.
And my answers were wrong, so he should have had 6 points. But that's besides the point right now. For you, easy, worth 1 point. If you throw a complete game, how many outs did you get?
27.
That's right. Okay. Medium, worth 2 points. What county is Mequon located in?
That's brutal. I have no freaking idea. I know the area code. Does that count?
That's
No, I'm just kidding. You're good. Can it just be Mequon County?
that's a solid guess. It's Ozaki County.
Okay, I would have never guessed.
Yeah, you may have seen it around on signs or something, but that's okay. All right, hard worth 3 points for a chance to save a 4 out of 6.
Okay.
Who holds the MLB record for most career strikeouts?
Is
Think go.
it Nolan Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, do you have any guess of how many strikeouts he had? This doesn't matter.
No, I have no idea. Wait, give me an estimate. Like, give me like a range.
Well, throw out a guess. I'll tell you more or less.
Dude, I have no idea. I don't even have a guess.
5,714 strikeouts.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I would have guessed like 4,200.
Yeah, it's a ton. Well,
It's crazy.
thanks for coming on. I appreciate you. All the best to you, and good luck with everything.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Until next time, I'm Bret Inman saying have a great day and stay hooked.